Welcome to Salt and Sand, featuring Koa and Sandman. Let your worries drift away as you sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode.
Hey guys, welcome back to Salt and Sand. This is our second episode of this podcast. Last week we talked about Koa and Sandman. We got to get to know them a little bit. We talked about the NFL and some things happening there. They went over some of their favorite games such as Apex and Rocket League. We even went over COVID and what life was like for all three of us and what we predict it's going to look like in the future. So for this week, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We've got some new topics, and we're going to try to pull at the heartstrings of Sandman and Koa a little bit. And we're also going to try to have a new segment this week, which is hopefully going to be funny. Hopefully it doesn't bomb. But just to start us out, how are you two doing? Like, what's going on? How's life? It's been a week since the very first episode. So how are you guys doing?
First of all, I'd just like to say, if you listen to the first one and you're listening to this one, we appreciate it a lot. I told Lindsay and Sandman, I was like, if this gets like 10 views or 10 listens, I'll be psyched out of my mind. And like we were like sitting right around 50 last time I checked. So I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me. Again, that's not an astronomical number, but it means a lot, and I really appreciate it. And I know they both do as well. So beyond that, I am just excited to be back. I've literally been thinking about this since the last time we recorded. It was really fun. It was really different. It's just something new and exciting. And I really enjoyed how it went last time for being the first time that we've done it. We heard good things. I didn't hear any bad things. I'm not saying that we did it perfectly, but we may have done it perfectly. So we have lofty goals here. Since last time, just been on the work grind, been on the stream grind, kind of, and then plotting this thing out, talking about it. So nothing crazy new happened. As of tonight, as of recording, Lindsay and I did go to the new aquarium. That's the word that we have here in town. It was really cool. I've heard some bad things about it, and so I had my expectations set really low. But I was pleasantly surprised by how nice it was. So we had a nice little date night tonight, and then just plotting forward to content creation, podcast wise and streaming wise. So yeah.
Nice. Sandman, what about you? How have you been?
I've been good. Overall, I've been really good. I've had no complaints, and like Ross said, really appreciate the support on the last episode. I'm actually double checking right now. It's actually 59 views.
Let's
on
go.
the YouTube video, 12 likes. I'm actually one of the likes. We ain't gonna talk about it, but we appreciate everybody that came out and listened, especially the ones who came out during the premiere of the podcast itself. We were in chat a little bit, trying to just communicate with everybody that showed up and just trying to spread the love to everybody who showed up. Appreciate you guys so much. Since last week, I feel like it's been a long week for me, honestly. Has it felt like that for you guys? I feel like this week has been kind of longish. Like it's dragged a little bit.
It's drug on for sure.
Today felt like 2 days. I legitimately, like, it's 11:25 p.m. right now, and I feel like it should be Friday, like 11:25 p.m. So
right,
I feel
like
that.
it's felt weird, but no, I mean, it's been good for me, no complaints. And I just wanted to say, okay, I'm just gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna take too much time, but I just want to say this real quick. I thought about it. I was like, should I really say it? But I am. But look, Ross, Lindsay, with y'all doing this podcast and everything, and you guys could have done it by yourselves. You guys could have, picked somebody else. But the fact that you picked me, the least social dude in the Discord, to do a podcast, I really appreciate you guys giving me the chance to be here and do this.
Lindsay said the heartstring pulling was later. No, not now. The tears are
we gonna pull it a little bit right now, just to get everybody comfortable with the heartstring. But no, like I said, I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to do something like this and just give me a little bit of another platform, I guess you could say. So really appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. We definitely appreciate you, Sandman. And, I always say, I feel like you are definitely like a brother from another mother for Koa. You guys just seem so like it's as if you've known each other forever, you know, and like obviously I feel the same way about you as well, just, you know, like
Oh, appreciate
we're
it.
our own little fam, so
Yeah, for
Appreciate
real,
it.
for real.
And the feelings are mutual with me.
Dang, we got real mushy real quick.
did.
crazy.
We did.
5 minutes
crazy.
in. 5 minutes in.
5 minutes, yo.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be a squishy, mushy.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a real one. Like we're
Ooh.
diving deep this one, guys. So I hope you're ready. So we started pulling at the heartstrings a little bit there, and then Sandman started us off pretty early, pulling at the
Dang.
heartstrings. So we're gonna get into the portion where we start getting to know them a little bit more. Like we said, we have surface level with them streaming, and then we dive in a little bit deeper with these two, and we really learn what makes them tick and who they are, and you know what's going on with them. So I've got 2 questions for you guys, and then the random question will come later. But my first question is, what makes you feel inspired to be the best version of yourself, and what pushes you?
You go first because I'm still kind of thinking about it.
You got it.
I'm
All
trying
right.
to get my thoughts together over here.
Here's what I came to the conclusion of, and Lindsay has been hyping up like this super emotional thing, and I might hit something as I'm talking and thinking, but here's what it is. And I'm just gonna be brutally honest. So the thing that makes me, or what makes me inspired to be the best version of myself, are typically the people that I look up to and the people that I follow. And so I'm not gonna really care about a certain celebrity, whether it be an artist, a sports figure, politician, etc., whatever box that they check in the popularity scale, unless they have something meaningful that impacts my life. So all the artists that I listen to and really care about and follow on their social media platforms are the ones that inspire me, the ones that say good things, the ones that know when to say something motivating and uplifting and give you tips about certain things. Those are the people that I surround myself with in my social media cloud, so to speak. So like, what drives me to do that? Listen, this might sound bad, but I'm hopefully going to put a nice little bow on it. I'm competitive. I am so competitive. I want to win in Candyland. I want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the best person in the room. Okay? So, listen, I know that can maybe sound like a little like conceited. Maybe that sounds a little, I don't know, is that really your thing? But that also drives me to be the best possible version of myself. I want myself today to be better than myself yesterday. So I'm competing with myself every single day to be better than I was the day before. And you know, it's something that I've liked, that I've heard from multiple athletes, is be 1% better than you were yesterday, or be, you know, 2%, whatever. So my goal every single day, be 1% better. If you can do one thing differently that improves your lifestyle or improves your life, that makes you a better person, do that. So the things that motivate me, or the things that inspire me, are those people that I look up to, those role models I have set up, and then the competition inside me is what drives that.
All right.
Okay.
Man. Oh my goodness. This is a question I didn't. So for like quote unquote behind the scenes stuff, Lindsay texts us the questions and topics to get us like a good idea of what the episode is going to be about, and basically get our thoughts together about what we're going to say. And I saw this and I was just like, oh man. Oh man. I don't, you know, what makes you feel inspired to be the best version of yourself? Maybe the one group of people I look at for inspiration is family for me. They drive me to be the best version of myself almost every day. And it's inspiring whenever, you know, you think back and you think back about your family and think about what they've been through and what they've done in order to get you into the position that you are now, um, it definitely helps, because to know that they have your back no matter what you do, no matter what you do in life, they will always support you and will always be there for you, and every step of the way, every step of that journey, they're by your side. And
Mhm.
to know that, it definitely helps, and it definitely pushes me to be the best version of myself that I can be. And like Ross, I'm gonna steal a little bit from Ross over here. I am competitive too. I'm really competitive, and I mean, look, listen. Whenever I'm out with my friends, we're playing basketball or something. Like, I'm playing out there. I know we're at like a little like pavilion, nobody's watching, but I'm playing out there like it's game 7, 2 minutes left. Okay,
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
I'm playing out there like motherfucking LeBron James trying to finish a game, and it's just the competitive side of me that pushes me forward and just make sure that I'm just a better version that I could be. And no matter anything that I do, it could be, out there playing sports, it could be at my job, could be here doing this podcast right now, and it doesn't help also that I am also a little bit of a perfectionist too. So I am really picky when it comes to
Mhm.
stuff. So like whenever I am editing something for like my YouTube channel, like I go through like, how can I say it? Like 10 different ideas flow through my mind at once, and then it will literally take me like an hour and a half to edit like 30 seconds of a video, because I don't like this, so I don't like this.
Mm.
I gotta do this. Oh, now we gotta undo this. Now I gotta fix this. Even if it's something like one frame off, I'll be like, okay, I gotta do it again. It's tough to manage, but I feel like it definitely pushes me to be better. And just with content creation in general, whatever I put out, whether it's this podcast, whether it's something on my YouTube, whether it's something on social media, like a little clip for TikTok or a stream or something, I always try to do something a little bit better than it was last time. Like Ross said, always want to be 1% better, um, every time you wake up in the morning, and that pushes me.
Sure.
That pushes me to be better than I was yesterday, the day before, the day before that, just to try to strive for better things. Whenever I upload something, it's like, okay, how can it be better, or how can for next time, how can it be better than it was before? How can this adjustment change? How can this be put together better? How can this be showcased better than it was before? So that's something that pushes me constantly, and just tries to you know make me a better person, make me a better content creator for the people, and just try to just put out the best content that I can for everybody that's supporting out there.
You know what I will say is, to kind of bounce off what you said. I'm not bouncing off, just kind of thinking about what you said. I think one thing is, you might feel like you make a banger YouTube video, or you have a really solid stream, and you're like, how do I make that better? By being consistent and following up with the same standard next time.
Mhm.
I think that's a way you make yourself better, because if you do it once and then you don't do it again for a month, are you really, progressing? So if you do something phenomenally and you're like, man, I really don't know how I can improve it, then duplicate it.
Right. Yeah,
Boom.
I agree with that. Consistency is such a big thing in
Oh my
content
gosh.
creation. It's a huge thing.
Huge
Mhm.
thing in
And
life.
yeah, in life too. But I'm just gonna focus on content creation in general.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before, like behind the scenes, and because we've talked a lot over the past couple of weeks, I want to say, to try to set this up. And consistency has been such a big topic of talk between us, because it's like, you can put up videos for like a couple weeks straight, and then you take a 3-month break, which I've done before a couple times, and it sucks to try to just try to dig yourself back up from that hole, and try to get people to try to get people back, because you can upload some banger videos for that couple weeks, and then you go MIA for 3-4 months. People lose interest quick, especially nowadays. People have the attention span of literally that, because of just the age that we're in right now. So if you're not being consistent for the audience, it is definitely something that's very tough to be able to dig yourself out of.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like, people go home and they'll binge watch, like, for example, stick with YouTube. They'll binge watch YouTube, right? Or they go home and they catch up on their Instagram or their Twitter feed.
Mhm.
If you fall out of the rotation, it's hard to come back because they're gonna have probably by the time you come back found somebody new. They're like, oh, you know what, like they pretty much play the same game, or they do the same kind of, they fulfill the same kind of entertainment that I want, and they kind of did it better than you did it, and now you're trying to like come back. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll probably stay subscribed. I'm not proactive enough to go unsubscribe from your page, but good luck getting a view from me. You know, and that's like you said. That's just the age we're in. Is when people get home from work, it is, I need instant entertainment, relaxation, time to cool off, whatever, and it's usually going straight to YouTube, going straight to whatever, and just scrolling through, and TikTok, like whatever it is, and that's how they cool off for the night, and then they repeat it day after day after day. So like you said, if you're not consistent, if you're not following up with a banger video with a consistent duplicated effort and standard and all that good stuff, then yeah, you fall off quick. So
Yeah, you do. And I don't mean to put this on too much more than it needs to be. I feel like we said our piece already, but it's actually something I'm going through right now, because as I look at my channel, the last video uploaded was in August. It's been what, about 5, 6, 7 months to August, I want to say, if I'm doing my math correctly. Probably not.
it's a new year. It's a new decade.
It's a new decade, and I haven't uploaded a video since August, and that's gonna be tough to get out of, like I just said. So I'm going through it right now, and that gives me motivation to just try to push out content. It's almost like a reset. Almost, it's almost like you're hitting like a mini reset. And it's something that I just want to be able to just push myself through and try to just dig myself up out of this hole. So I did not mean to ramble on that much longer than I wanted to.
Yo, I'm about to go off on a huge tangent. Yo, let's just move on. I think we both said some really good things.
I have so much more I want to say about this topic in general, but I feel like we need to move on, because I feel like I can talk about this for another 2 hours.
In the comments, if you want to hear us like just talk about the great things and the struggles of content creation, as we're super well known, go ahead and leave that in the comments, or if you're in the Discord, you can hit us up in the Discord.
Yeah, I think that would be a great thing, if asking these two about triumphs that they have and tragedies and in-betweens and everything that these two are going through with this. So they talked about what inspires them to be the best version of themselves, and what pushes them in their careers, in their life, in everything that they do. And Koa said he looks up to different people that inspire him, whether that may be Christian artists like KB or Lecrae. And then Sandman said his family, he feels like his family pushes him. And then both of them have in common, they just have this competition inside of them. It's, oh, I don't want to be better than him. It's, I want to be better than myself, and I think that's a really admirable thing of you two, because in this day and age, it's so easy to compare yourself to another person.
That's the quickest way to make yourself feel better about being a dirtbag, low key, because you could be a bad or maybe just like a decent human and go, well, at least I'm not as bad as that guy. Like, that's the ultimate cop out of, you need to fix some stuff.
Right. And that's very common in our day and age, is it can go either way. For lots of people, they can look at the physique of another person and they can be like, I want that, but they don't have that, and they get down on themselves about that. Or for other people, it can be kind of like a dig, kind of like, well, look how bad they're doing, but I'm doing, so great, which also isn't a good way to look at it. So I think that's very admirable of you two, to not necessarily compare yourself to others, but to compare yourself to you, and how you can strive to be better. So keeping that in mind, we're going to move on to this next question. So what is something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Sammy, you want me to go first? You got it.
The biggest thing that I've heard throughout my life that people seem to just misunderstand is that I'm mean and unapproachable. And I'm just like, okay. And I do kind of agree with unapproachable, because I said it in the last podcast, it's like, if I don't know you, make it 2 or 3 words out of me, but So that's about it. But yeah, the cocoon's a tough shell to break. But that's the biggest thing people misunderstand about me is that I'm very mean and unapproachable. I beats me why. Maybe it isn't something to do with me not saying 2 or 3 words to them, or maybe it's how I look. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's something that I just how I am, because if I don't really know anybody in the room I'm in, I will be like very reserved, very quiet. Like I'll not say anything to you. Like if once we get to like if I meet somebody new, like I'll talk to them. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Like I'll just have a basic conversation. But once I really get to know people, then I'll start like opening up more and more, and that shell would be broken. You'll be in the cocoon.
That's right.
You'll be in the
I'll say
cocoon.
that's one thing that surprised me was after we had started like streaming together, playing together, and like then you started like randomly DMing me. I'm like, oh snap, okay, Sandman, I see you. You opened it up a little bit. Okay,
Yeah, like
you're a nice guy.
Like I'm gonna be honest, like if I'm opening up to you and like sharing stuff, like more personal stuff, then you like I trust you 100%. Like that's for anybody out there. Like if I'm
mushy again.
if I'm if I'm opening up and I'm like venting to you and like seeking you to the I don't do that to many people. I really don't. I don't do that to many people because I'm that type of guy that bottles everything up, holds it in me. I'll deal with it myself some way somehow. But if I'm actively going to you asking for advice or venting or opening up about some stuff about going on that's in my personal life, maybe something happened or like a emergency happened or I'm just going through a rough patch. Like if I'm opening up to you about that stuff, like you mean a lot to me, and that's just something that I've always done, I guess. I don't really open up to that many people, obviously, but just know that if I do open up to you, you do mean a lot to me, and you have my trust 100%.
You're in the cocoon.
Nice.
You're in the cocoon. Yes. It is a very small cocoon. I'm sorry, there is not much leg room.
The cocoon of Sandman.
Yeah.
Ooh. Merch dropping too.
Okay, Cole, what about you? What is something that people seem to misunderstand about you?
It's similar, but obviously, if you know Sandman and you know me, you know that our personalities are different in, I won't say a lot of ways, but there are probably more differences than similarities in terms of our socialness. Now, let me say this. This is the comment I've always gotten, and Lindsay already knows what I'm about to say because Lindsay gets the same comment.
Mm-hmm.
And it really happened in like end of high school, college for us. And so when we were in college together, because Lindsay and I went to the same college, I would go hang out in her in the lobby of her dorm. Is it called the lobby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we go hang out there, and there would always be other people sitting in there. And one day, this other girl is looking at us, and she goes, like, I always thought you guys were so stuck up. And that took me aback because I'll talk to anybody. Now, I'm not always going to initiate conversation. So I'm similar to Sandman in that, like, if I were in a room full of people I don't know, odds are I'm probably not going to start a conversation. But if somebody started a conversation with me, I would talk to them probably nonstop. And I'm not trying to pat my own back or brag or anything. Again, that's not my makeup. I'm just being real and genuine with you guys. I am a nice human being, and I like to talk. I'm doing a podcast. I enjoy talking, okay? It's not random. This is what I do every single day. I blab and I blab and I blab and then I blab some more, okay? I'm sorry. You get the blunt end of this. But people think that I'm stuck up or I'm cocky. Listen, I love myself. I love my life. I am confident because of how well my life has gone to this point. Again, not bragging, being real. I consider so far my life to be a success. And so since my life is successful, I am a joyful human being in return. Okay? So when people look at me walking and I walk with my head, held high and my chest is out a little bit, I don't walk over with the slumped shoulders and looking down at the sidewalk or whatever. People pick up on the fact that they pick up on the confidence, but they take it to the negative side of, or the extreme side of, oh, he's really cocky and stuck up. And if they literally would just say, hey, how are you? Just the thing that you say to people you don't know that you don't mean, they would get a really genuine response from me that would that does change their whole outlook of me. And especially with people I work with, they get to see me every single day being nice and whatever. And that's the comment I get after that is, he's so nice. He's always smiling. He always has something positive to say, blah, blah, blah. That's what happens when you take literally 2 seconds to say, hey, how are you? You'll get a, man, I'm feeling fantastic. How is your day going? You'll get something not like good. And then me just walk past you. So it's always the cocky, stuck up part that people have that misperception of me. And I understand why. I get why. And if you saw me, it's the haircut too, probably, I'm rocking the surfer 4000, side swept in the eye sometimes, like we upgraded in here. All right. But I'm nice. I'll talk to anybody. I don't have an enemy. There's nobody besides Tom Brady. There's nobody that I would meet out on the sidewalk and just get in a boxing match with. Okay.
You'll get a boxing match with Tom Brady?
I will smack a 43 to whatever year old right now. Okay.
Breaking news.
Right now.
Breaking news. In the undercard of Mayweather and Paul, it'll be Koa versus Tom Brady.
It'll be a short fight after I get knocked out.
Nah, you throw one punch at Brady, there'll be a flag come out of nowhere. So
True.
Facts. Tuck rule.
Out of the sky, like just on your head.
Yeah. That'd be insane. Could you imagine just Koa and Tom Brady in a boxing match? What kind of
What's jacked up?
I didn't mean to
What's
laugh
fluffed
hard.
up? That man is like what, 6'3"?
I'm not sure, honestly.
That man got some height. He got the reach on me. And that man is a professional athlete,
6'4".
Oh Lord. Okay, there you go.
I'm fluffing. I'm smacking. I'm gonna smack him.
You're a
run.
good 5'11" on a
Yeah.
good day if you ate your green beans.
Whoa, okay, listen. This is not a segment about me getting beat up by Tom Brady. Okay, this is a segment about me being a happy-go-lucky, nice individual. And we'll just leave it right there.
So, AKA, you don't want the heat.
Nope. Tom, if you're listening, Tom, when you listen to this podcast, just know that I do think you're overrated, but I don't want to get in a boxing match with you.
Oh, Tom.
Oh, Thomas.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for both of them, and I did find this interesting, is that, first impressions, whether it be online or whether it be in person, is people always seem to think that Sandman and Koa are unapproachable or that they're mean. And that's, the furthest thing from the truth. These two are the biggest teddy bears that you'll ever meet. From Sandman's perspective, he's just...
if you piss me off, then that's a different story. We can talk about that.
Well, yeah, but Sandman, you're just like, you're an introvert, and I'm an introvert, so I get that. And then Koa, he's just
a social butterfly.
A social butterfly who's confident.
I'm just a happy idiot. I'm just a happy idiot. If I were any kind of animal, I'd just be a dumb puppy. I'd be running around wagging my tail. I'd probably smack my head on a wall, bounce right back up, and come lick you. It's.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna say a duck, like a happy duck.
Oh my lord! Either way, a dumb happy duck. Something dumb and happy. That's what I am.
So, Koa brought up that he doesn't like Tom Brady, which is very well known at this point, and I'm sure he'll bring it up every single podcast from now on.
Probably.
It's just kind of its own segment. So, thinking about that and how he wants to talk trash, but he doesn't actually want the heat or the smoke, we're going to move into sports talk. So,
what a transition.
Let's start with the NFL, shall we?
All right, Tom. Calling you out, buddy. Listen, you proved me wrong. You beat the Saints last week, but guess what? You got to play Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. I am going to. I don't want to get into a full breakdown. Sports took up a long time last time. I don't know if you guys like that or not. I'm gonna keep it a little bit shorter this week because we want to cover a few things. But in the Buccaneers Packers game, I like the Packers at home, especially if they play the way they did against the Rams. I think, especially with the Patrick Mahomes question mark, even though he's been in practice, blah blah blah. The Packers are a scary team. So if they're clicking like that on offense and on defense, I got them winning. So score prediction. Man, my score prediction was so bad last time. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Call me Skip Bayless. We're going to go with Packers 27, Buccaneers 24. Last second field goal wins it for the Packers. Sandman.
Man, what a prediction.
What a prediction.
What a prediction. All right. Packers Bucks. Jesus. We get to watch two of the great quarterbacks go at it in the conference championship.
Debatably.
Well, I would say, you know what? A lot of people have been saying it. I'm gonna say this. I think it's like the most like skilled quarterback, quote unquote, versus the most accomplished.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I'm going. That's been my mindset going into this game. It's the most skilled versus the most accomplished. All right, and high key, you can pick one or the other over who you'd build a franchise with and take on a Super Bowl run. But
That's true.
the Super Bowl run is gonna go through Green Bay. I'm gonna tell you right now, and Green Bay is gonna go to the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. Ooh. It's been my prediction since about the last half of the season.
After
honestly,
the Raiders.
We ain't gonna talk about that. Hey, sorry, Raider Nation. I apologize.
Gotta apologize to 2 podcasts now. That's crazy.
2 podcasts, man. But like I said, the Packers, I have them winning it. Score prediction, I'm gonna go 38-27.
38-27?
I'm gonna go 38-27. If the Packers offense is clicking, they'll jump out to the lead, and I don't think they'll look back.
Dang.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We both went Packers. Sandman convincingly me backing off of. I thought they were get throttled by the Saints, but and then we got on the other side, Chiefs, possibly with or without Mahomes, versus Bills. Sandman, I'll let you start this one.
The biggest question mark is, of course, Patrick Mahomes. Is he going to play or not? Which he has been at practice with they like to say concussion/toe. That's been the big thing. 2 completely opposite injuries, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
Toe concussion.
He's been at practice. Is he going to play? I would not doubt that Patrick Mahomes is going to be out there playing. So I feel like, man, it's so tough, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs on this one. They did beat the Bills in the regular season. I forgot what the score was. But they did beat the Bills, and I think the Chiefs get it again. Score prediction, I'm going to go 31-24.
31-24 Chiefs.
Yep.
Sandman, you just said that they played in the regular season.
Yes.
And that the Chiefs won.
I believe so. I could be wrong with that.
Did you know it's the postseason?
It is the postseason.
That the regular season doesn't matter now? It does for the teams who didn't make the playoffs. But this is a new game. This is a whole different team with chemistry and knowing their strengths and weaknesses.
Yo, the Alan Diggs connection is something else.
It is, and shout out to Stephon Diggs, because I was not riding that train that heavy when he got traded. I was like, okay, like he's good. He's popping off. I said all that to say that the Chiefs are going to win. Mahomes is going to play. He is going to play well. I like the Bills, and if the Bills win, like I'm low-key rooting for the Bills. I like Josh Allen. I literally said day one when we had to decide between who, Allen, Baker, and was it Darnold? Between those 3, I was taking Allen because of his build, because of his size. I'm taking him to be my franchise quarterback. He is like on a good route to be the best quarterback from that group. No disrespect to Baker. Baker's balling out. Darnold, we got an episode for Darnold way down the road when we got 1 million followers, okay? But here's what I'll say. I'm rooting for the Bills. I think the Chiefs win. Of course, if injuries happen, if Chad Henne starts, anything is possible. Not him winning a whole game against Buffalo in the playoffs, okay? That is what's not possible with Chad Henne.
I tweeted this out after the game. I was like, if you would have told me that morning if Chad Henne was going to run 17 yards for 4th and 1 and do a rollout to Tyreek Hill at a 4th and 1 situation in shotgun to seal the game and send us a championship game, I would have called you insane.
Facts. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs winning. The Chiefs don't, and they really haven't gotten in like an explosive, high-scoring like shootout like 2 years ago, Rams versus Chiefs, 54-51. Like, so I'm gonna say Chiefs win 26-23. No. 26-21. 26-21.
Got it. Big balls, okay. Andy Reid.
Oh my lord. Okay. NFL. I'm so excited for Super Bowl. I'm just ready to see the two teams play.
Yep.
The commercials, all that good stuff. We're moving to NBA, Lindsay.
Yep. Let's talk about NBA.
Listen, there are 30 teams. It's in full effect. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to talk about my Warriors. Shout out to Wardell, Stephen Curry. I think we're getting blown out by the by the Knicks right now.
All right. It gets depressing.
Listen, I won't bring it up.
Sad.
I won't bring it up. Oh my lord, we got beat by 15. I will say that Draymond Green did get ejected tonight for yelling at James Wiseman.
What?
Just look it up. It's stupid. Anyway,
I haven't seen it.
Warriors are still up and down, and I saw a little interview that Steph was talking about. They're still finding the chemistry. Their offense is literally organized chaos of people moving, and there's like not a play. It's like 6-7 mini plays inside of a 24-second shot clock. It's wild, which Steve Kerr picked up from the great Greg Popovich, greatest coach of all time. Shout out. So they're still figuring stuff out. They're a young team. I'm not so much worried about this year. I think they make the playoffs this year. I think they'll get beat first round probably. They're just looking like a 500 team with their ups and downs, their struggles. Their wins are great. Their losses are just they can't shoot. Shout out Kelly Oubre and Wiggins still. Actually, just Kelly Oubre. Wiggins can kind of shoot a little bit. So Warriors, I think, are now 8-7. I think they can make the playoffs. It just depends on if they get a nice little hot streak or not. If Steph stays healthy, knock on wood, I just ruined that chance for him. Wiseman's still looking good. Draymond's looking better. Oubre has been better lately, not tonight, but he'd been better a couple games beforehand. Wiggins has shown up. Pascal off the bench is exciting. So, Warriors are a mysterious team at the moment. Sandman, do you want to talk about the Spurs?
I'll talk about the Spurs and the fact that they lost to Koa's Warriors.
Lego!
Yesterday, as of us recording this, 121-99. Didn't even score 100. That's crazy. But I look at the box score. I mean, we had Steph Curry with 26, Wiseman with 20. Off the bench, I believe we had Bazemore with 9 as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's find out when the Warriors get going. I mean, this is no secret. Warriors get going, they start dropping dimes and shooting out the gym when they really start getting going and get everything, what is it? Gelling the right way. Is that a word? Yeah. Gelling?
It is now. You can define it
now.
It's a word.
All right.
What I always heard.
Gel together. Anyway, the Spurs, man, it's very up and down, which is what I expected for this season. As of us recording this today, they faced the 7-7 Mavericks, so that'll be an interesting game with Luka Doncic, my personal favorite to win the MVP this year. Even though I did say Jokic last episode, Doncic is also in that watch list. Jokic, Doncic. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Shout out to DeMar DeRozan, 82nd best player in the league according to ESPN. And I'm gonna need a recount on that list. I'm gonna tell you right now.
82nd. Wow.
All right. Anything MLB you guys want to talk about?
There's the huge thing with the Yeah, listen, this will be real vague, and if you follow MLB, you understand what I'm saying. The huge thing with the guy who worked for the Angels, I believe, who was making like this like secret stuff, this mix of like pine tar and whatever, and he was like giving it out to certain pitchers, and they named certain pitchers like big name pitchers, and yo, whose text got leaked? Garrett Cole's text to this dude got leaked of him asking for his like secret stuff. Yo, it's like Michael Jordan's water bottle at halftime in Space Jam. It's the secret stuff. So obviously, like, it's something that happened and went on. So that's kind of what I'm watching. There's some people getting signed to some big deals. Like George Springer got a big deal to go to Toronto, maybe? I don't know. No, maybe not. I don't know. George Springer got a big deal to go somewhere. I'm a Cardinals fan, so I'm just trying to look out for Wainwright and Yachty, see what's happening there. I don't know. Nothing huge. It's there in the off season. COVID's happening, so I don't know. There's not a whole lot of movement that I know of going on.
Okay.
World Surf League. Lindsay, I'm tossing this to you because you know probably more about this than I do. I'm getting into surfing and understanding it more.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Kelly Slater. Shout out Gabriel Medina. Shout out number one in the world, Lindsay. What's his name?
John Florence.
John's number one.
Well, he's the one
I guess
that won.
Who entered as number one? I'm blanking so bad.
Probably
Italo Ferreira.
Italo, because he won the year prior. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us the wrap up on that.
The wrap up?
Yeah,
okay.
Tell us about World Surf League. What's happening with it?
Okay, I'm going to quickly go over some terms because I'm sure most people listening don't know a lot about surfing. Just in our Discord, I always try to talk to people about surfing. I'm like, yeah, do you guys know about surfing or like how it's scored or how it's worked? And everyone's like, no, but I want to. So, you know. So basically, when you are in a competition for surfing, you are scored by how you surf a wave, okay? So when you're getting barreled, that means that you're just in the barrel of the wave, okay? So the longer that you can stay in that barrel and stay in front of the foam ball, and the foam ball is basically just the foam that's behind your surfboard that pushes you, the higher score you have. So with the Billabong Pipe Masters that happened in December, went a little bit into January, that was a big deal, and the winner prior was Italo Ferreira. And if you have not seen this man surf, oh my gosh, he's
a machine.
You seriously need to look him up. Italo Ferreira, he's insane. He pulls aerials on waves that you didn't think he could, and he's just a super aggressive surfer. So if you're getting into surfing, he'd be a really fun one to watch. But this year, so Billabong Pipe Master is always located in Oahu, Hawaii, and they surf at Bonsai Pipeline. So that's where it's located. And I'm just going to talk about the semifinals. We're not going to go through everything else. But in the semifinals, it was John Florence, who is 28, okay? And he's born and raised in Hawaii, so he grew up surfing Bonsai Pipeline. And then he was against Kelly Slater. And surely, if you don't know surfing, you can recognize that name. Kelly Slater's 48, and he was born in Florida, but I mean, he's like a world-renowned surfer, like big name surfer. So those two, yeah, he literally is the GOAT. Those two went against each other. John destroyed him, beat him out, made it to the finals. And then the other two surfing, which just kind of broke my heart because I love both of these surfers, was Gabriel Medina and Italo. And Italo, he kind of got, I hate to say it, but he kind of got like screwed out of the finals. Nothing that Medina did, but basically the round before Italo faced Medina, he was surfing and he kind of went over the falls on the wave and he got pounded into the reef, and it basically caused some lacerations on his side, and he actually hit his head and his head was bleeding while he's surfing. And if you didn't know, when you're trying to surf, sharks and blood, they don't really mix. So he was pretty injured going into the finals, and but I mean, he did pretty good. Gabriel Medina on his first wave scored 7 points, his second wave 5.6 for a total of 12.6. And then Italo hung in for that first wave. He got a 7.37. but then his second wave was only a 1.2, so he ended up with a total of 8.57. So in the final, it was John versus Gabriel Medina, and Gabriel Medina is from Brazil. I don't think I said that yet. Him and Italo are both from Brazil. But John pulled it out. His first wave was a 6.17, second wave was a 5.6. So his total was 11.77. And then Gabriel Medina's first wave was a 4.43, and his second wave was a 6.67. So his total was 11.10. So super, super close finals. But I mean, I'm happy for John that he was able to pull this out. Like I said, born and raised in Hawaii. So it's really neat that he could take home the title. But I was sad for Italo because he is such an aggressive surfer, and I do think that his injury caused him to, not perform as well in the finals. But
wasn't that John's first one at Pipeline?
it was.
That was the big deal. Okay.
Right, and I think everyone was just so happy for him because, like I said, boy from Hawaii. It's just really cool that he was able to bring home that title. But John does have a YouTube channel if you guys want to check him out. The other three don't have one, but if you want to check out John Florence, he does have a YouTube channel. Okay, so talked about sports. I am so sorry if you didn't understand a word I said about surfing. If we don't want that,
we're here to learn.
If we don't want that segment, we can totally take it out. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot of people that know about surfing, but just wanted to throw that out there for anyone that was interesting. But now we're gonna spin it, and we're gonna have actually no, we're gonna start with World of Gaming first. So we're gonna start with World of Gaming, and we're gonna talk about new games that are going to come out soon, and once again just checking in with you two and talking about what are games that you're still loving. Are you still obsessed with Rocket League and Apex? Are you off of those games? So what are you guys feeling in terms of gaming right now?
I think we're both in agreement that Rocket League and Apex still the wave, right?
100%.
100%. I mean, Rocket League is it's funny because Rocket League has been such a fun time and such a good change of pace. Ross, your improvement in Rocket League has been dope. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Stop it! Stop it right now! Stop it! That's why people think I'm cocky. Okay, people fill my head up. I get overconfident, and then I start whiffing motherfucker every time I try. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm gonna need people to stop coming to my chat asking for 1v1s when they're like a plat 3. Okay. Stop trying to expose me and then try to put it up on YouTube. Okay. Please.
Oh my lord. I beat the Sandman HD _.
What was that one guy that wanted you to hit the ceiling for like a sub?
Yeah, it was like, hey, hit a good old ceiling shot for the win for a sub. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I mean, appreciate the follow still, but yeah.
Right.
Big diggity cheeks, I believe.
Big diggity cheeks.
Shout out.
If you're watching this, I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, and please tell me how to do a ceiling shot.
Oh my lord.
But what is it? New games coming out. I mean, I feel like COVID has taken such an impact. We said this last episode, but COVID has taken such an impact on the video game community. I feel like there hasn't been anything like too hyped up about any new releases coming out this year. At least anything that I've been keeping track of. Have you heard of anything, Ross?
Basically, here's my thoughts. No, the only thing, again, I'm gonna go back to Apex. Apex Season 8 dropping February 2nd. That's the and that's gonna be like their 2nd year anniversary event and all that stuff. They're gonna do some skin recolors, and they're gonna do Kings Canyon got kind of blown up. Blah blah blah. Not the whole thing, just part of it. So they introduced their new legend, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is hopping back in there. Hopefully they'll get there. It's super buggy right now, and people are getting kicked out of games and being respawned as different legends, and not having their name. Like when we loaded in a couple weeks ago, my name was Blessed Junior, and I don't even know where that came from. So that's why I've been on the Rocket League grind a little bit. I just don't want to deal with the bugs, and give me a nice little break. But yeah, still feeling Rocket League, still feeling Apex. As far as like new games, here's basically what I want to do. Hopefully in the near future is either get a better PC or upgrade my PC and play the games that are only on PC. Like I would love to be like try Valorant. Valorant looks fun. I know it's like kind of slow, but I think it would be fun. Everybody's been on Rust. I don't know really anything about Rust, but Rust has been huge over the last week or so. So I
don't know where that resurgence of Rust came from.
I have no idea.
I have no
No
clue,
idea.
but I've seen a few clips of it, and it looks pretty fun. I'm down to give it a try if there was ever a chance for me to do so.
Right.
Any other games out there? And of course, that was that like game had a big little wave there of I can't say the name. It was like that ghost hunting game. Such a P. I can't say it.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, that was a pretty big hit right there for a little bit. I was looking at it. I was like, man, do I really want to play this? I was like,
Right.
you know what? I don't know if I do. I've had my taste of horror games for a little bit with the Dark
Right.
Pictures games. I think I'm gonna pass on this one for a little bit.
I feel
I'm
it.
good. By the way, the what is the next one? House of Ashes, right? That's the next one coming out this year.
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so.
And I actually Googled it when they actually first announced this anthology. There's actually supposed to be 8 games.
What?
There's supposed to be 8 games with this
Oh, my
whole
Lord.
series. So we got a little bit to go if that's still the case,
Oh, my Lord.
which is cool. I need
I'm
my
gonna cry now.
I need my theme music back. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, yeah, I know with COVID, that's halted, a lot of games and releases of games being put out. I know that with the Switch and Nintendo games, there was the new Zelda game that came out, and I'm obsessed with
Hyrule
Zelda.
Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors, and it's literally Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time, and I didn't even know that this game was being released till we went to GameStop one day and saw it there, and I thought it was one of the old remakes, and then we actually looked at the back and it was a brand new game, and no one had even hyped it up, I guess, because of COVID. So yeah, it is a weird world that we're living in, but I mean, it is kind of a cool thing for games that have been out for a while to be getting, more stage time and for more people to be playing it, like Rocket League and Rust and games like that.
Right.
Minecraft, GTA 5.
Right.
It's still big, going on its second console generation or second or
Jeez.
third.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is
Mhm.
insane.
For sure. All right. So we are going to move on, and this segment is brand new. Guys, listen, I am so excited about this segment. It may bomb, it may be terrible, it literally may be the worst thing, ever in the world, maybe the worst idea I've ever come up with. But what I've done is I have given Koa 3 objects, and I have given Sandman 3 objects. Okay? So the goal of this game is that whoever we start with, they will have to describe the first object with as many words as they can for the other one to guess. But not only is that happening, I've also included buzzwords that they cannot say. So, for example, with TV, you obviously wouldn't be able to say TV. You wouldn't be able to say cable, things like that. And if you say it, then the points automatically go away and you can't earn those points. So the winner, the person who gets the most right, or the person who guesses them correctly, if you both get them all right, has to Venmo the other $5. Now,
Boom.
not big stakes, but starting off, that's pretty good. The loser, this is kind of the funny part. The loser has to title their stream on Monday whatever the winner chooses. So on Monday evening, when one of them have a weird title, just remember this is why. Because the winner gets to pick the loser's title. Okay, so who do we want to start with?
Well, I have 2 clarification questions.
Yes.
1, so the winner would be the one who guesses the objects, either guesses all of them or gets them all correct.
Right.
or more than
Okay.
the other person, I guess.
Right. Or
Okay.
gets it done
Okay.
quicker.
Okay.
Second thing is, you said $5, right?
Yes.
Sandman, can I borrow $5?
No, but can I?
Yeah, sure. let me Venmo you. Real
That sounds
quick.
good.
Off to a
All right.
riveting start here.
I would like to guess first, if
You'd
that's
like to
okay with
guess
the court.
first?
Ah!
Okay.
Oh
All
my
right,
goodness.
I'm pulling up Sandman's objects that he
And
has
see
to
me roll up my
describe.
sleeves.
There's a time, right? There's a time limit.
Yes, each of you will have 3 minutes to do
Oh
this.
my Jesus.
So I'm
Good
going
thing
to
we-
time you for 3 minutes, and you're going to just sit there and throw out word after word after word after word of the first object. The second the other person guesses the object, you can move on to the next one. Okay?
So we can only give them one word hints?
Yeah, you can't really say phrases.
What?
Dang, okay.
Oh, no, that was a whole game plan.
Right.
Oh no.
Okay? Sandman, you got in your head what you want to do here?
Oh my goodness. One word. Okay, I guess I'm gonna try, but gee.
Oh, Lord.
And for everyone listening, I want you to try your best just to see if you can guess it quicker than Koa. Because I'm curious here. I'm curious if he's going to be able to guess super quick or if it's going to take him a while. And how many people will be able to outguess him.
I've always wanted to be on a game show. This is low-key my dream right here. So like I'm so locked in. Guys, I got my sleeves rolled up. I'm like staring into a blank monitor with nothing on it right
So,
now. I'm so locked in.
Lindsay, you texted me the buzzword. These are the only words I can't use, right?
Yes, you cannot use those words.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready,
Man,
Sandman?
I'm so winging this right now.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, are you ready, Koa?
Let's go.
All right, go.
Furniture.
Couch.
Bedroom.
Bed.
C.
What?
C. Vision.
Oh. What? I suck. See? Lamp.
Yes.
Ooh,
Next
you got
one.
it.
Next
Oh,
one.
that was
Ocean.
water.
Waves.
Tide.
Person.
Surfer.
Close. Object.
Surfboard.
Yes.
You got
Next.
it.
Fridge.
Leftovers.
Package.
What did he say?
You got 2 minutes.
What? Next.
Store.
Fridge. Package. Store. UPS.
Food.
Cashew chicken.
So specific. Oh my goodness.
Minute and a half.
Wait. Kitchen.
Kitchen. Oh my lord. Microwave.
Object.
No. Salt shaker.
The one word has thrown me off completely. Oh my sweet. Dozen.
You say buzzing?
Dozen.
Oh my lord. Next.
1
Oh my
minute.
god. Chicken.
Tenders.
Oh, Jesus.
40 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
I suck.
12.
12. A clock.
30 seconds. Think about everything he's told you collectively.
I'm trying. I'm so flustered.
20 seconds.
Oh my god.
Package. Fridge.
Dozen.
12, Dozen. Eggs.
No.
10
Object.
seconds.
Muffins.
Ob-
Dozen.
Object.
Dozen.
Store.
Dozen.
2,
Ah,
1. Time's up. Okay,
What was
Koa. The word was egg carton.
Egg carton. Okay.
You said
I
egg,
thought,
and then Sandman said dozen, and then he said, you said like
Oh.
you said,
object.
no. I said object and dozen. He was like muffin. I was like,
I-
what? What?
Object and
I
dozen.
could.
Muffin.
I gave up. Okay, I gave up. Okay. Oh my.
You got
Lord,
lamp
okay.
and surfboard pretty quick.
I did.
I
Those
thought you
were
were gonna
not
get
bad.
them all.
I think you'll. This last one is.
Dude,
okay.
the one word is throwing me off completely.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. Koa, you got your objects pulled up?
I do.
Okay. Salmon, are you ready?
Yes.
Koa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Go.
Snowman.
Snow.
Nose.
Carrot.
Yes. Go. Okay. Rectangle.
Shape.
Cloth.
Blanket.
Pool.
Pool.
2.5 minutes.
Scarf.
Swimming.
Towel.
You got it.
Let's go. Okay, this last one. I'm sorry. Food.
Muffin.
2 minutes.
Caramel.
Coffee.
Yo, I don't have an Lindsay, can we pause the time?
No.
Can I tell them what part of the meal this comes in?
If it's one word and it's not a buzzword.
Dessert.
Ice cream.
1.5
minutes. Ethnic.
Sprinkles.
I danced around a buzzword.
You
I'll
did.
go front. Wait, what'd you say?
Sprinkles.
Caramel.
Topping.
Dessert.
1 minute.
Dessert. Caramel. Ethnic. Oh my goodness.
It's so tough.
What the? Marshmallow.
40 seconds.
Jiggly.
Jello.
30 seconds.
Round.
Gumdrop.
Oh Lord. Oh, ethnic.
Ethnic. What?
20 seconds.
What?
10 seconds.
I don't fucking know.
I
Three.
got nothing.
2.
Dessert.
1.
Chocolate.
Time's up.
What was it?
It was
Okay,
flan.
listen. Well, oh,
What was it?
flan.
Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh my.
I couldn't say Mexican, Hispanic. So like, if I could have said like Hispanic dessert.
I don't know why
like-
I kept thinking of ice cream toppings. Cause he said like
Oh.
dessert caramel. I was like,
When you-
okay.
When you said Jello, I was like, oh, that's kind of close.
You
could
should have
not
said
get-
creamy when he said Jello.
I could not get out of my mind ice cream.
Mhm.
I couldn't even think of cake. Man.
Stupid egg carton. This is stupid. Sandman, I'll send you 5. You send me 5.
Oh my. Unless we have a bonus round. A death
You have
match.
a bonus round?
A bonus round?
You could give us one word, and we could fight to the death and quickest time wins. Obviously, we'll walk out of this alive. No. After I know with Tom Brady, Sandman's in the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I come up with an object,
Mm-hmm.
and I can say whatever words I want as long as it's not the object.
Yes.
Oh, wait, we're going to guess from you?
Yes. Yeah, why not?
Oh, lit. Okay.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Spins.
Top.
Fidget spinner.
Blades.
Spin blades. Spin blades. Spin. Helicopter.
Weed eater?
Wind.
Windmill. No,
Plane.
I can't be that. I'm stupid.
What'd you say, Sandman?
Plane.
Light.
Lighthouse.
No.
Spins. Light. Blades. Spins. Lights. Blades. Next.
Above.
Turbine.
No.
Hydro dam.
Very specific. What? Wait, light, spins, wind. Next. Oh, go ahead.
No, I can't think of the name.
Noise.
That's not a helicopter?
No.
Right. Whirligig.
What?
Common.
This is trash.
A drone.
Oh my lord.
No.
Spins above. Blades. Machete.
Oh, machete spins above you?
It
Home.
sure does.
Home. Ceiling fan.
Yes.
Ah! I'm broke.
All right. Sandman won. Fair and square.
Let's
Fair and square. You basically lobbed that last one to him.
Oh, now.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Koa lost.
GG.
Sandman won.
Let's go.
GG.
I can't be on a game show.
You have to Venmo Sandman $5, and Sandman, you get to choose Koa's stream title on Monday afternoon.
Nice. All right. Look at Ross muted over there. Oh
Okay,
my God.
so
That was fun.
That was fun. I'll try to do a little game segment, maybe something similar, maybe something different next week. So
Double
here's
up.
my question. If you could always remember and revisit a memory, what memory would you choose? Now let me specify here.
Oh my
It's not
lord.
just remembering this memory. It's you being transported back in time as yourself so you can see, smell, hear, taste, all your senses as if you are back in that moment. Okay? One memory that you could do that with for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
I got mine.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm about to get a little sappy. So when Lindsay and I were 17, 18, we were on vacation in Orlando with her family, and we would basically swim all day long when we weren't out and about running around everywhere. So at nighttime, we were swimming, and every night we could see it was pretty far away, but close enough you could see the fireworks from Disney. So like I'll never forget one night, like we were sitting there, or we were like in the pool, and then it was like time to get out of the pool, and then we just went and sat and we watched the fireworks, and that was such a cool moment, a memory I'll never forget. And so like that's honestly just thinking about, literally our biggest care in the world was making sure we could come out and swim. Like that was the stress. And so, there's nothing. Let's put a big old blanket statement over this. I love Lindsay. There's zero things wrong with our relationship as it is right now. And there could be so many memories, but the first thing that comes to my mind and the thing that like makes me smile that I would want to relive is like swimming in that pool, getting out, going, sitting and watching the fireworks. However, now as I'm saying this, I'm remembering that gum was spit in my hair not long after that. But I think that sums up our relationship really well. And we have this really sweet moment, and then something just absolutely ridiculous happens. So yeah, I'm still gonna go with it. I can't remember if that was the night too that like we did like the whole promise ring and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, yeah. Oh snap! What a memory!
It was.
Yo, the more I talk about it, the more it comes out. So we swim, we watch fireworks. I get gum in my hair. Still ask her to be promised to me. Let's go. That's my memory. I want to relive over and over and over and over.
I love that. What about you, Sandman?
Oh man, this is tough, honestly. Probably one memory that I want to relive is maybe one of the Christmases that I used to have whenever I was a kid, like I would say like 7, 8 years old, and we had the whole family together at the grandparents' house, just together as a family and opening presents, eating food, watching Christmas movies, just enjoying ourselves without a care in the world. I miss those times a lot. Like I think about that a lot. I think about those times whenever I do have, you know, I sit around or just lay in bed, reminiscing about the past a little bit. I do think about those times a lot, and those are times that I miss, and that'd probably be a memory that's to go back to because, like I said, so carefree, and
Mm-hmm.
when you're a little kid, everything's just. I feel like life's just like this big old mystery, and I
Right?
feel
Stress
like
isn't a thing.
stress is not a thing, and Christmas in general. And I know it's not the holiday season, was a month ago, but Christmas felt so much more different as a kid.
Yeah.
It was like the greatest time of the year almost, and like I still love Christmas to this day, but it doesn't have that same feeling like it used to, especially like with me because we used to get the whole family over there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, for
now
sure.
that's not really the case now.
Yeah.
It hasn't been for a while. It's not a COVID thing. It hasn't been for a while because of some issues I'm not going to get into. But
Mm-hmm.
if there was one memory I definitely go back to, it definitely be that time where be opening presents to everybody having a good laugh and just chilling with the fam. That'd definitely be one.
That's special.
That's dope.
Yeah. I think those are great answers, And I think that is, if that could be granted, that it would be a really cool thing to just, put yourself right back in that moment of the happiest time or the most special time that you could ever think of, just to be able to relive it. If you were ever having a bad day or even if you were having a good day, just to go back in that moment, But um, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this podcast. I did want to say, Koa and Sandman, they did cover content creation. They talked about some things that are stressful. They talked about some things that they looked forward to. So if you guys want to hear more about what they're going through and like
Yo,
their daily grind and what that's like, leave us comments below on this YouTube video or message us on Discord. Any three of us, you can DM us anytime. You can comment on the Instagram page, you can comment on Twitter, any of the platforms. Tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what kind of questions that you want these two to answer. So thank you guys again so much for listening. If you want to hear more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button and then leave us a comment below. Tell us what you want to hear and what you want us to talk about on this podcast. With that, we're going to go ahead and roll the outro.
We hope you enjoyed this week's discussion. Before you go, don't forget to follow Koa and Sandman on their Twitch and YouTube channels. You can find Koa on Twitch as BossRoss and on YouTube as BossRoss Gaming. Sandman can be located on Twitch as iSandmanLive and on YouTube as Sandman. Take it easy, and we'll see you next week.